My name's Jim Reynolds. I work with Succentrix Business Advisors. I do accounting for small business, tax preparation, payroll, business consulting, which can span a wide variety of things, but in a lot of cases, business planning, processing, helping small business think through their business. I feel what I can bring as a differentiator is really a lower price point, because all of what I do is in the cloud. And secondly, really I kind of cut it a little bit different than, say, a conventional bookkeeping or CPA firm, in that I offer some other services and products to them, to small business partners where they just may need some advice or helping them how to structure their business. I've been in operational finance and accounting for over 30 years. Been a controller for more than 20 of those, and really at the CFO level and above for about 10. For both small and mid-sized businesses, privately held, public, a couple of startups in there. So a pretty wide background, and I think that would help me connect with a lot more businesses than might typically be the case. That's a long story, but to be brief for you, A was that I'd always kind of wanted to do it, but B was that really was the vision of a good friend of mine who passed away 4 years ago, who was in a business for himself, and he kept egging me on to say, hey Jim, this is something that you'd be good at and you could do. And finally my life circumstances worked out so that I could pull the trigger and actually make it happen. And I've been really, really encouraged and excited about what's going on. Well, for me, being very new, when you've worked in corporate America for a lot of years, a lot of your day is structured. And when you're a sole proprietor business owner, which is where I'm at right now, and want to grow it for sure beyond that, is use of time management, making sure that I really maximize my day and use it effectively, and balancing out, reaching out to people who could potentially be clients, servicing them, and making sure that I'm staying up to date in how I can serve them in my own training. Well, I love the freedom. It's really great. I can name my own schedule and be involved, and I can take the time to really get to know. I'm a people guy. I love getting to know people. Can take some time to really get to know a business owner and develop a really deep relationship. I feel I'm in a relationship business, and that's really, really important with a lot of small business owners. I don't just want to be a service provider to them, but to be a confidant and a friend and somebody they can trust. Well, selfishly, to give my business some exposure is probably a primary objective, but I've learned this is that, you know, you really can benefit by giving to others, and I feel like if the community is going to help me grow a business, I want to help them. And so opportunities to engage with events, help others in my position, come alongside, maybe even advise other businesses that are starting up, I think that would just be a lot of fun. I see a lot of opportunity here to do that and partner with other businesses and just engage in the community, to be a good steward of the resources that are here in the community and give back to people, not just take. Truthfully, I think Wichita is a really well-kept secret. I'm from Chicago originally, and I think this community has so much to offer. It's positioned well geographically. It's got great interstate road access. I think from a metro standpoint, not to fault the city, but I think truthfully, they're could be in a situation where I feel like they can market themselves a little more aggressively and toot their own horn. They're very humble people around here, and that's great, but I think Wichita's got so much resource potential that could be used, and I think an effort toward that would be extremely valuable. What I kind of view is that I view each day as a gift, and including you guys, I don't meet anybody by accident. So realize that every encounter that you have in your business dealings or whatever in your life, make the most of those and engage with people, get to know people, and you'll benefit. You'll win ultimately, and they'll win ultimately. So I think just that involvement, just taking an interest in people.